Hi guys, how you doing? So Belfast is bright and sunny today. It's not even funny. If you guys can see my eyes, they're bloodshot. The last few days have been a heck. I'll tell you that much. They've been an absolute bother. But anyway, I went shopping. I've done a whole video on that, and I will now pack these things up into the rightful places. I've done a whole video of all these bags right here, and in case you're wondering, under there is where those sticks are gonna go, just like that. It doesn't matter, it's just gonna stay there randomly. I think I like it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Also, because I've bought a lot of stuff, so what I'm doing is I'm buying stuff, like I'm buying stuff for my house and replacing it with the things that I don't love in my home. Excuse the mess in here, it's quite messy. I've just shown that in my whole video. How pretty is that? Like literally, I've just shown that in my whole video. I got that like on the with the stuff that I showed you guys, and I'm just gonna replace stuff. So one way that I maintain like a decluttered home is to constantly purge things, to go ahead and look at the things that you have in your home and that you no longer love and no longer want, or you replace them with something better or something that you love. I go around my home and try to like declutter and like get rid of them, so I'm not just holding them. I have also showed these plates in my whole video, and these are just the plates that I got. So I had plates before that I were sitting up in my attic for a really long time, and then now, and I was using them in my home, and I would go ahead and like get them out of my drawers right here. I also bought a new toast rack. This is the old toast rack that I was talking about in my whole video, that is just not as practical and functional as the one that I got. I also love the one that I got now better than this one. So if you guys see my makeup, it's just because I've been filming that video. So I just thought I'll go right ahead as I pack these things back to show you guys the things that I'm getting rid of. So I'm getting rid of all the set of that plates. I'll show you when they're all down. I'm gonna get rid of all that set of that. It's a set of plates and cups as well. If you can see up here, there's like those cups, but I'm not getting rid of those cups. I'm actually gonna keep the teacup set, the coffee teacup set, but I'm going to be getting rid of all the dishes. These are the plates of that set. Let me show you one of them. This is one of them. It's like an oval shaped plate. I loved them, but having them in my home and using them, there's something about it that's missing to the dinner plate. I think I've gone a little bit much more simplistic, and then the whole flower design is just a bit much on the table for me. So I think that's the main reason why I just have fallen out of love with them. So here they are. I'm like getting rid of that, and I'm getting rid of that. I'll show you guys. I'll like go around my whole home. Today is like a purging day, so I separate that one day in my home that I like go about and like just look at the things that I have, which is really easy for me because everything like at a glance I can tell you like what I'm no longer keeping anymore in my kitchen, and that's a drawer kind of like decluttered, and sort of like to purge what I no longer want, what I no longer use. On to the next one. There's nothing much here apart from those plates that I've just taken out, and I'm going to put the ones that we're using now up here because that's what's gonna hold up there. And yeah, everything else in here I love and I will be using, so there's nothing I want to declutter out of that. On to the third one, which is my spice. Now I will do an entire dedication video to my spice situation because I'm not doing that now. I need to purge and like change up a lot of things in my spice rack. But oops, that's not a good angle. It's really dark, right? This is better. Another place is right here in my pantry-ish type of thing. Looking around in here, there's nothing there that I need to purge right now. I need to get a better scale, like scales for my kitchen. I need to get better with those because those ones aren't working anymore, but I will hold on to those until I get the new scale and stuff. So nothing to purge in there. Yeah, so I'll just go, and then I have this set of plates have a lot more plates upstairs in my storage in my attic. So I'm gonna go ahead to the attic and get them down and get rid of them, like literally get rid of all of them and give them to a charity shop. Under here are more drawers. So right in here, this is what my, oops, I'm trying to get this. This is what my old colander looks like, and I'm kind of like, I got a new one. I showed it in my whole video as well, my new one, and I'm kind of like getting rid of that one. So I'll pass that on, and I need to go down and kind of like look inside to just see, oops, how I hurt myself. See what I need to get rid of, and yeah, no, there's just nothing there that I don't use anymore, you know. So this gonna be an easy kind of purge, but that's pretty much what I'm doing today. And then another thing that I'm doing is getting this stuff and replacing it. Oh yeah, I can show you, it's right on top. So here is the new colander thing, the pink one. I'm getting rid of the pink one and I'm putting that one in, obviously. So yeah, a lot of work to do today. And then I have a few DIYs as well. I'll show you guys maybe when I'm finished. So that's how, one of the ways that I keep my home decluttered. Like after the decluttering, that's what I've been doing to keep my home decluttered. So once every month, I go around the house. From my closet to my bedrooms to my bathrooms, I just go around, and since I have everything that I have I can see at a glance, like I don't have to move anything to see what's behind it. I know I can see everything at a glance, and that means I know quickly, like, okay, I don't need that kettle anymore, and I don't need that anymore. I'm replacing that. I'm replacing that. So that's the main way that I keep my home decluttered. Because if you declutter your home once and let go of it and don't like follow up and try to do as much to keep your home decluttered, then you will have to create another few months after a few years to declutter again, and I don't want that to happen. Hi guys, so after the shopping and replacing everything in the kitchen, this is basically what I have decluttered for from the kitchen. A lot of these things, you guys, if you haven't watched my declutter with me video from the kitchen, you saw me do a declutter. A lot of these things I held on to because I needed to buy the replacement for them. So I have done that, like I showed you in my haul what I've replaced it with. And so this is what I went through my whole cupboards again, and that's like really, really important, you guys, after decluttering, to keep your home decluttered so you don't have to do it every few months and do the whole thing all over again. You have to keep watch of what you're bringing into your house and what you need to swap out. So this is the things that I just discovered a whole lot of like pot covers extra more than I need, and I'm decluttering that. I wanted to show you guys, I wonder if it's going to show on camera, but I wanted to warn you guys, if any of you is in the market shopping for I'm trying to put it up where y'all can see. If you can see, there's like dirt stuck in that cover, and if any of you are in the market for a pot cover, these might not be the best to go with. And I also would recommend that you do see how easy it is going to be to wash and keep tidy and not disgusting. Like, I learned it the hard way, because I actually have to throw those away because it's just hard to keep them clean. And if you think this is a better one, well, inside there water gets stuck in, and I know you could like unscrew it and screw it back on, but honestly guys, I don't actually have the time for that. Like, I just need a really functional pot cover. Right now I haven't found out like what pot covers would be the best. And if you guys know have any suggestions, let me know. I really appreciate that. And then those cups were just sitting in the back of my cupboard doing nothing. You saw those in my declutter video. I kind of wanted to keep them and I thought I'd use them, but I realized now that I will not be using them. This is just my old kettle. Again, in my haul, the last video that I did, I showed you guys the new kettle that I've got. So I no longer need this one. So I'm passing all this, and the reason why I'm getting rid of this kettle is because even though it matches my microwave, it actually leaks, so I can't even pass that on. I have to throw that away. And then a whole lot of plates, dinner plates that they were meant to be my 4 plates, and then I kind of like, after having them from my storage down to use for this 4, I realized that I've actually fallen in love with the plates, fallen out of love with the plates, and I had to go and get other plates. I'm not keeping those. I'm actually passing them on because there's no point. And then I bought an oven tray down there under this table runner, the 2 table runners. There's that oven tray, a white one that I'm getting rid of. Another thing with the oven tray, the white oven trays, they do not age well. So let me see if I can crawl to it. They just don't age well, and they end up looking like really dirty and just not nice. Wow, the orange version, I wish I had my old orange one. I have 2 orange ones now. I showed you guys the new one that I got, but it just doesn't age nicely. The orange one actually ages really, really well, and it's like really, really nice even after a while of having it. So that's something to check out for. When you're getting like an oven tray, the color can be important. This is just a blackboard. I have so many blackboards in the house, it's unbelievable. I actually will get another one as well. I'm getting rid of 2 of these blackboards I've just remembered there, because I literally have way too many blackboards in this house. And then knives, I showed you in my whole video that I did get, I got a new knife, and I have a few other good new knives that I just got not that long ago. Don't get white knives. This is what happens. Might be a really good look to start with, but then the color kind of like runs off, and it just really, really, let's bring this closer. The color gets yellow and like catches every color of what you're cooking. And after a while, it just looks nasty. Like, yeah, that's a better one. It just actually, you just look, even though like I really washed those knives, you're just actually left with a really nasty looking knives, as if you do not wash your stuff in the house. So watch out for that. I am throwing these loofers away because after using loofers, I've kind of realized I don't like the way they like unravel. Like, it just unravels, and it's harder. It gets harder when it's new. It's actually great to use. I tried to use loofers, the loofers for a while now, but then it just kind of like all falls apart, and I hate it. So I'm going back to my old scrubber, which I really love. And then just another thing, if you are in the market for what do you call this, jug, do not actually go to Poundland. If you see these from Poundland, they're actually really, really bad, and you end up having to buy one every week because it actually just cracks when you use it to like, even to like beat up eggs or anything. It will just literally crack, and then it gets all scratched and it doesn't go off. So yeah, don't get that. They're really, really, really like crappy. I actually like the color, but there's no point getting them. So those are the reasons. And then these are actually, I got new egg holders. These were just random ones. I'm just letting them go because I don't use them anymore. And then I have way too many dusters, so I get rid of that one. The white one is actually quite hard to keep clean. And then this one, if you also are in the market for a jug, try to avoid this jug if you see it, because it's gonna, first of all, it's really hard to read you can't even see it, the measurements on it. So when you're using it, it's an absolute headache. And then it stays, can you see the scratches and whatever you used in it, it just gets ruined over, like in a really quick short period of time, and it's just not worth it. And this was the color of my last bowl, the bowls that I had, and that I'm just like throwing out because I don't need it anymore and I won't be using. I already threw out the plates and everything, and that's just my my candle cover. I changed all my forks. Again, these were just Poundland ones. I'm changing them out. Guys, I'm really discovering that, like, you have to really be kind of like careful with Poundland. Like, a lot of things that I got out of Poundland seem like a good idea to start with, but then you keep going back to repurchase the same thing, and at the end of the day, it adds up to just as much as if you'd gone to get something a little bit more pricier, but maybe that will last you for a long time. And so, yeah, just watch out. I have some really beautiful Poundland things, but like, watch what it is that you're getting. So I hope, and just random stuff that I don't use. So this is how I keep my home decluttered. I go every single once a month since I decluttered my home. I go around my home and kind of like revisit everything in my kitchen, making sure that I'm using everything. I haven't had a problem with anything yet and stuff like that. So yeah, this is gonna be a really long video, but I wanted to share that with you guys. So see you guys in my next video, and thanks for watching. Mwah.